Well, I think sustainability just means trying to give back what you've used and using what you do use carefully and efficiently so that you don't waste any of the resources that we have.
I mean, sustainability means to me, like you said, having a low impact on the earth, basically being resourceful.
We're trying to live as much off the land as possible and as holistically as possible, eating homegrown stuff and staying away from processed foods and stuff.
I try to think of those things that you said, low impact. I try to not consume more than I produce. I try to make sure that I don't waste. I try to make sure in my life that I do good things for others and bring others along to work with people's strengths as well as their dreams.
When I am home, I try to be mindful of the lights I have on in the house. I try to make sure, I'm not in the shower any longer than, what I need to be. Or how you warm up the shower first before you get in there. Like, people don't think about that, but think about it only takes one person. If everybody did a little bit, then we can make a really big impact. So just being more resourceful of the things you're using, when you're using them, and how you're using them, to me, that's what sustainability means to me.
I guess since I got to Berea, I've tried to cut down on water usage and power usage and stuff like that. It's really intriguing on how just small things like that can change things.
Same thing, I've always kind of recycled and known a little bit about it, but now kind of coming to the solar fair, all these booths, I've learned a lot more about sustainable energy.
Being able to carry on for a long period of time without external inputs.
Of course, in the bigger picture, it has to do with the whole thing of what we're doing with running out of fossil fuel and all this screwed up business we do with the environment.
It's remembering that the earth is not just something that you walk on, it's your mother and it's your home, so you need to make sure that you respect it and help it sustain its own self.
A big part of sustainability is really investing in the future.
Some of the big issues such as food, energy, housing, employment, water, caring for the soils, some education.
It's just going back to the old ways, people have been doing this for hundreds of years, and I don't know, just trying to bring it back.
I think of sustainability of the land and the environment more than anything else.
I grew up on a farm. We were farmers. We had cattle, dairy cattle. We had hogs, a hog operation, and we farmed land, several hundred acres of land. And I guess for us, we had a very large garden. So sustainability was being able to provide food for ourselves.
On a practical level, sustainability is just rational. It just makes sense that you would need to order your way of life in such a way that it might have a chance at survival later.